Hi, welcome to livemint.com. I'm joined by Ganesh Ram, the business head for mutual funds in BSE. Ganesh, what sets your mutual fund offering platform apart from the others?
No, I think the greatness about BSE Mutual Fund platform is it's open for all the mutual funds, which is existence in the country. And it's like a one-stop shop, right, for a settlement, for a back office. And we have close to 26,000 distributors who are live in our system. And then we kind of have all the special products which is there in the scheme, which could be a child policy, retirement policy, ETF. So I think this is very, very unique value proposition that we bring to the mutual fund industry, where we have biggest platform to have distributors of 26,000, and also we have all the schemes and all the AMCs. So it's like, an investor through a registered member or broker can transact on any of the funds or any of the AMCs, and which much more ease.
You have had this platform, you told me, for the last 10 years, but over only the last 3-4 years, you've started really pushing it hard and promoting it really well and really taking it to the consumers themselves. Why the thrust over the last 4 years, and how much have you gained in the last 4 years in terms of users?
No, I think if you look at the last 3-4 years, I would say mutual fund industry itself has seen a lot of awareness, right? The AMFI started the mutual fund Sahi Hai, right? And even in my circle of my friends or relatives, people started talking about mutual funds probably in the last 3-4 years. It was there earlier. If you look at me personally, I have started investing in mutual fund in probably 1999.
Right. That's where people like me lose out.
And so that's where the SBI tax gain, FT, and that's for investment purpose, right? I never thought one day I will start getting into a mutual fund industry, right? So in the last 3-4 years, I think industry has seen a lot of changes. And I was actually reading an article where it says around 37% of the investor base today or in the last few months has come are millennials. When you say millennials, we talk about 20 to 30 years, right? That's amazing to see 37% of the new generation.
When I was 22, I wasn't even thinking mutual funds. I had no clue what mutual funds are, unlike you, of course.
Absolutely. And the other great thing is, if you look at last 3-4 years, the digital transformation in the country, right? Because the BSE as a platform, I offer end-to-end digital. And absolutely, there is no paperwork for me. So when people started using smartphone, the more of internet usage in India has increased. So people saw a lot of value in a platform which offers end-to-end. So it's much more convenience for people to sit in their office, do a transaction, or give instructions. And also in the BSE platform, I have both a member who is a stockbroker can also transact in mutual fund. That's a uniqueness I have. And BSE itself is a quasi-regulator. It makes a lot of sense for people. People feel the money is safe and secure.
Exactly.
And there's a branding, right? So even if I go south, and recently we did one session in Trichy, down south. When they talk about BSE, people really relate and feel, oh, it's BSE. So there is a lot of trust factor. There's a branding which comes in.
So I want to ask you today, in today's day and age, you talked about investor base, but right now, when there's stress in both equity and debt, what is the way forward, you think, to grow the investor base from here on because of the stress right now in the market?
I think stress will continue, right? That's where the industries are, right? And mutual fund, that said, there is a stress. If you look at, there's a lot of more of redemptions, but doesn't mean that the inflow has stopped, right? So if you look at last year to this year, yes, considerably, comparatively, there is a dip in the number of inflows, but inflows continues to have, and a lot of STP which happens from equity to liquids, right? So this uncertainty or some, people's panic, right? Will continue to be there. But that means, but every month, I think recently I saw a LiveMint article where it says every month there is a good consumer base, which is a new investor, which is getting in. So which is a good news. There will be little panic, but people will be more interested in advisory because 51% of the redemption which happens or SIP cancellations are from directs, not from regular, right? So which means people like me who also have a direct investment and also regular. So if I panic, I'll probably choose my direct because I feel that my perception or my thought process towards investing in that scheme could be wrong.
I just want to, to round up this conversation, I want to talk about, you talked about digital payments, accelerating the shift in giving a boost to the industry as of now. But a lot of people are still opting, despite the presence of online platforms, a lot of people are still opting for paper-based investments.
See, so
how do you think we can accelerate that shift?
See, I think if you kind of break this into, let me, 3 transactions. One is the KYC, right? So
Right.
there is an online KYC and there is a paper KYC.
Right.
Then there is a transaction which is as online and paper, and there is a payment which is a check and then this. If you look at the online payment, I think that significantly has grown, right? I might do a KYC which is paperwork because based on my comfort and all. I may do a transaction writing a form, but probably I will make an online payment with
Right.
UPI and all coming in. Thanks to the government, the UPI push has really helped. Even in our platform, the UPI is on. So it's a conscious decision, but interestingly, a lot of people have told us that they need more hand holding. For example, the investor sitting in a tier 3 or tier 4 where our reach is very low will be much more comfortable to issue a check. If something bounces or something happens, he knows that guy in the bank.
Right.
So it's more of a face-to-face interaction. He knows how it need to be done and all. So people need a hand holding. That's why in BSE we have also started some program to reach out to those people. There are a lot of small distributors who have a great base in the village. So all the investors there need a comfort of one person
Right.
who gives them, okay, let's do in digital. I am there to kind of take care.
Sure.
I think this will definitely move as we have seen a lot of significant uptrend in the payments. The KYC and also the transactions should go up. But it will not be comparatively much higher. But over the period of time,
you feel that over a
definitely
period
will
of
go through
time
this.
it's going to make a
Right.
difference.
That's right.